Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-Spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Thursday, March the 18th. We're just around the corner from the first day of spring, and I've got a bright light of spring with me today, LOIS Long. How'd you like that introduction, Lois?
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
LOIS Long, we talk about Alzheimer's disease and caregivers, dementia. What do you want to deal with today?
Well, as we all want to get out, as spring offers new opportunities, I want to share a poem with you about spring and compare that to how we feel and how we grow up.
Okay.
It's called First the Bud. Budding flowers hold promise, possibility. They wait to open, revealing inner purpose. Some buds hint of color, others, before they open, are green. Some so delicate that they fall, others remain closed. Human beings hold promise, born with life enclosed, a wonder of one becoming, the miracle to unfold. Mystery discovers life in each bud, a glimpse of possibility, wisdom incarnate, a whiff of promise.
I like that. You are a very good writer,
Well,
a good
thank you.
poet.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming on here and sharing your bits of poetry with us each month. But the theme then that you want to deal with today has to do with buds and a new beginning?
Well, and yes, as we approach spring, I've been a part of what the Alzheimer's Association Greater Missouri chapter sponsors each year called Memory Day.
Okay.
And this is a gathering of advocates like myself and official promoters of the Alzheimer's Association goals. But we traditionally go to the Capitol and meet with legislators and explain the agenda that is so important to help caregivers and people dealing with Alzheimer's and other dementia. So this year it will be a virtual event. And one of the three main thrusts this year is to make sure we continue the support through House Bill 10, which is the budget, as a support for respite. Now, respite is relief for caregivers. It is to help people take care of persons with dementia living at home. And the key here is that there has been $450,000 in the budget for several years since I've been a part of this, and we need to keep that there. So we need our legislators to know how important that is. And this money, when the Department of Health and Senior Services are able to administer it, are able to support caregivers who have someone at home by helping them pay for a respite worker to come in or a neighbor to stay with the person with dementia while the caregiver can go to doctor's appointments or be out and away from that 24/7 job. And to let you know the significance of this, there is an estimated $4.5 billion spent by caregivers that's never reimbursed. This money would come out if these people were in a care facility through Medicaid dollars. We know how difficult it is to keep Medicaid covering everything for our health that is needed. So if people will support the effort to inform their legislators that the Alzheimer's Association is promoting money for respite care, like this grant that would be extended to people, and other family caregiver support through our state to help people who have no other resource to help them.
Now, you said this is going to be a virtual event. How are you going to do a virtual event with all of the lawmakers in Jefferson City?
No, this is selected people, obviously people on the budget committee. So the Alzheimer's Association organizes specific interactions with trained people to know what to say briefly and concisely. What I'm saying is we can all let our own legislators know that whatever reaches the point of being considered in the House Bill 10 is critical for the people in Missouri who are dealing with Alzheimer's.
Okay, so what you're asking people to do is call their legislators.
Correct.
Try to talk. Well, you don't talk to them; they won't talk to you. You talk to their secretaries or whoever answers the phone, and you leave a message.
Yes.
It's important to do that because the more people that contact them, the more they realize that, hey, this is an important subject to my constituents.
Well, and it affects so many people, whether you have a person in your immediate family or a person that has died in the last 20 years, because Alzheimer's comes on slowly for some people. It may take 20 years from the first symptoms before someone passes, but it is a leading cause of death, and so it's real.
Yes, it is, and it affects different people in different ways. I watched a movie this past weekend, and I'm not promoting Amazon, but it was on, I saw it on Amazon. It's called Supernova. Have you heard of it?
No.
And it deals with dementia, Alzheimer's disease. It's really a very touching movie. But if people want more information on any of this, Lois, where do they go?
Well, the website alz.org can link you to the St. Louis chapter and local resources, plus any kind of educational materials you want. And then I have tried several times when I was helping someone to call the 800 number, which is a helpline that has advisors, and will link you to people who can get your answers.
800-272-3900. And there are people standing by 24 hours a day with that number?
Correct.
Okay, 800-272-3900. Write it down. Write it down, because you never know. It might be in the middle of the night and you've got a crisis and you need to talk to somebody, and they will be there to help you. 800-272-3900. Lois Long, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you here. And thank you for sharing those outstanding poems that you write.
You're welcome.
You need to put them all together in a book and publish them at one point.
Well, I have friends that do that, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far from that. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
We're out of time for today. Join us again tomorrow. And if there's something you would like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. If you can get a shot, get it, and be sure to keep wearing those masks. Bye-bye.